As police chief in Stockton, reducing gun violence and crime in our community is of absolute paramount importance. In fact, it is our #1 priority. And that is why we simply do things a little bit differently now than we used to. And we do that through a number of ways. Number one, we really do embrace our regional and collaborative efforts because we know no one can do it alone. We also keenly focus on gun violence and gang violence and how it is impacting our community. And we also rely today on technology like never before. Cutting edge technology we understand is a new way of doing business, and we absolutely must embrace it to be able to police the way we need to in today's age. We began this 9-month pilot program with ShotSpotter in August, and it covers a couple square mile area in an undisclosed portion of the city of Stockton. And since August, we have seen about a 50% reduction in the amount of gunfire incidents in that area. Now, we're not exactly certain how much of that is attributed to seasonal changes, to our other proactive efforts that are going on in Stockton, but we do know that the intelligence given to us through ShotSpotter has led to multiple arrests of what I believe are some very chronic shooters. It also works with other technology, and I'll give an example where the gunfire alert system worked really hand in hand with another excellent tool of technology, which is our camera system. We have over 100 pan-tilt zoom cameras across the city. We have some camera operators that zoom in and operate those camera systems. And there was an incident where the gunfire location alert told us about some gunshots. The camera operators and police officers working on the streets, the boots on the ground, were given that information. And the camera operators were able to actually zoom in on who we believe were the shooters. And we're able to vector in the police officers into that area, make the arrest.
Typically, the precision is within 5 to 10 feet of actually where the shot was fired. Our technology uniquely uses a collaborative approach whereby several sensors are in an area, and when a gun is fired, that sound will hit each sensor at a slightly different time. And when 3 or more sensors are able to detect that particular impulsive event, it's able to triangulate using a time of arrival calculation to precisely locate on a lat-long basis where the shots were fired. So when we send the alert over to our agency partners, we're sending an address, but we're also sending a very precise lat-long coordinate so that we can direct the officer to kind of get out of their patrol car and look for evidence in the front yard, in the backyard, 3 feet from the front porch, on the sidewalk, etc.
By no means is this a replacement for the need for community involvement, for the need for the community to continue to report these things. We still need that human element, we still need that human interaction, we still need human witnesses. However, this technology, again, does not replace it, it just enhances it. In Stockton, there are a number of hotspots. We do hotspot policing, and so I certainly would like to see all of those hotspots of the serious gun violence to be covered in some manner. Right now, it's just a couple square miles. I don't want to get any more detailed than that, but certainly to expand upon that throughout the rest of the city would be a goal.
Our typical cost is $45,000 to $65,000 per square mile per year. We're very confident that we're going to be able, with the chief's efforts and our efforts, to be able to get funding to sustain and expand this program.
The fact that the sustainability part, the task forces and technology have led to the ability, in my opinion, to some degree, of keeping firearms issues, shootings, and homicides down in the city of Stockton, which I think is huge and is a lesson for a lot of people to learn.
It really comes down to, in my opinion, a combination of good old-fashioned police work, which is hard work by the officers, law enforcement staff out there in the field, and technology. And when those two come together, we can really make a difference in the way we police and the way that we do law enforcement in this community.